The Queen wears festive red for Christmas Day church service in Sandringham with the family, but Prince Philip stays back on estate after health scare. The Queen is wearing festive red for the Christmas Day church service in Sandringham with the family as Prince Philip stays back at the estate following his health care. The Duke of Edinburgh, 98, was discharged from hospital in London yesterday, leaving the Queen to go to church alone. He is at the Royals' private estate in Norfolk after being flown there by helicopter after he left hospital on Christmas Eve. He was admitted to King Edward VII's Hospital in central London on Friday and spent 4 nights undergoing treatment for an undisclosed ongoing health issue. The Duke, who received minor injuries after being involved in a car crash near the estate in January, missed the service at St. Mary Magdalene Church last year to stay at home, despite being in good health at the time. Also absent from the service was Prince Andrew, who is facing continued backlash over his friendship with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein and attended an earlier service with Charles. Today is the first time the younger royals have attended, with Prince George and Princess Charlotte going into church alongside their parents, William and Kate. At 6 and 4 they are now old enough to sit through the service. Andrew's daughter Princess Beatrice was also joined by fiancé Edoardo Mappelli-Mozzi for the first time at the church. As the Queen is head of the Church of England, it is a key part of royal celebrations. Following the service, the Windsors enjoy a festive lunch back at Sandringham House and then settle down together to watch the Queen's Christmas Day speech. In her broadcast to the nation and the Commonwealth, the Queen is to acknowledge the bumpy path the royal family and the nation has experienced over the past 12 months. Game of tones, remember neon at 90? The Queen has never shied away from color. She caused a sensation wearing neon at 90, but the Queen has never shied away from color, nor from making a statement through her clothes. Solly Hughes salutes the Rainbow Royal. My earliest memory is of sitting in a high chair in the street, semi-stuck to its linoleum seat by the rubber pants over my terry cotton nappy, surrounded by grown-ups and children in paper crowns, while I was fed some unidentifiable goo from a plastic spoon. I didn't realize until later that I, along with the rest of my South Wales Valleys community, and the whole of Britain, had been celebrating Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee. The next time I saw the Queen, I knew it. I was 6 years old and at another street party wearing a homemade bonnet, fashioned from a disposable buffet plate and red, white and blue crepe paper. We were watching the wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer on a television that was connected to an extension lead and wheeled into a relative's back garden. As the carriages arrived and commentators speculated impatiently on the bride's frock, I couldn't take my eyes off the middle-aged monarch in turquoise pleats and a floral hat that even my own Nan might consider a bit old. I thought her marvelous, hypnotic, enchanting. And so began my lifelong obsession with the Queen. The Queen is driven by duty, which informs her wardrobe choices and every other decision. She wears bright colors because she believes it's her duty to be seen by the people who've waited, wet and cold, behind barriers for hours at a time. She prefers 3/4-length sleeves because she believes it is her duty to wave at well-wishers for several hours unimpeded. At international events, she chooses colors that imply no allegiance to a single flag, because she believes it is her duty to be neutral and respectful to all nations. She wears a single corrective shoulder pad because she believes the monarch should stand straight before her subjects. Everything must be hemmed with curtain weights to avoid the vulgarity and humiliation of what we now refer to as upskirting.